Janaka continues to discuss his knowing, his beingness. In me, the shoreless ocean, the boat of the universe, moves here and there, driven by the wind of its own mind, that is, the universal collective mind. I am not impatient. Janaka here relates that he is the calmness of the sea, and within his great oneness arises and falls the waves of thoughts, contemplation, and forms. Spontaneous worlds arise like this in all of the egos of the universe. And all of those seemingly different worlds are the thought and play of the universal collective consciousness. This collective mind is but one movement of the formless God Self. A movement without a move. A wind of itself. As it is written in the Bible, God formed the man and blew into him the soul of life. The emphasis is on the word blew. To blow, it is the wind. Janaka is resting in the self, yet is still aware of the spontaneous appearances of the disturbances of tendencies and pain arising as waves upon his surface. However, he is also aware that they are nothing other than substanceless thoughts, illusions, and he remains at peace. He states, I am not impatient. I sit as I am, not expecting, and at peace. He continues, in me, the limitless ocean, let the waves of the world rise and vanish spontaneously. I experience neither increase nor decrease in me by this. As the ocean, Janaka states that it matters not the turmoil arising on the surface. It is all spontaneous. One wave seems different from the other. There are big ones, small ones, of all shapes and shades, yet they arise, linger, and return. It is all but the same to Janaka. The wind does not rise within him. There is nothing to attach to one wave or the other. He remains at peace. And he continues, in me, the shoreless ocean is the imagined illusion of the universe. I am profoundly tranquil and formless. In this knowledge alone, I abide. The ocean, with its seemingly individual and different waves, is but the illusion of the various minds, worlds, and universe. That which we call the world is the product of the collective mind, which is the shoreless ocean within the formless self. Only to the knowledge of this does Janaka cling. He now continues. The self is not the object, nor is the object in the self, which is infinite and taintless. Hence, it is free from attachment and desire. It is tranquil. In this knowledge alone, I abide. When we see a mirage in the desert, one who is thirsty may celebrate. But as we carefully approach, we see that the water is not water, but just a mirage. Where is the water? It is not in the sand. It is not outside of the sand. It was but an illusion, upheld with hope and then belief. The sand remains the sand, which serves as the substratum for the mirage. This is how we see the illusion of form. We are fooled and solidify a firmament from built-up momentum of collective belief. We are strongly attached to this point of view. Transcending this ignorance will simultaneously reveal the self. Janaka now continues. How marvelous! I am really pure consciousness. The world is like a magic show. Therefore, how and where can there be any inkling of rejection or acceptance in me? Since all things are appearing and departing spontaneously, to what shall Janaka attach other than the non-moving, formless self? Even within his worldly affairs, he simply remains a self. There is a seeming doer with the name and form of Janaka, dealing with the spontaneous arisings that approach him. Yet, he remains as the formless self. The body has learned the needed movement, and the speaking arises when and as needed. It is all a great and brilliant show, and when one becomes aware of this, there is silence. There is peace. There is love. There is self.